Hello, everybody. I have Orianna here visiting from Vancouver. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and then I'm going to ask her some questions. Orianna has started successful yachting business in Vancouver and then explored Dubai a couple of winters to start business there, but she will tell you more. Hi, Orianna. How are you? Thank you for coming.
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Do you want to share your story with us, please?
Absolutely. Just let me know where you want me to start and I can kind of go from there.
Maybe you can tell us how you started your chartering business and how you started going to Dubai.
Yes, absolutely. So, why I started going to Dubai from Vancouver is I was actually looking at a number of different places that were over the equator that had the opposite seasons to us. So I was looking at Dubai, I was looking at South America, I was looking at a few different places. The first place I actually looked at, though, was Dubai. I haven't looked at the other places, which means they're not necessarily off the table. So, the day I went to Dubai, which was 2 years ago, mid-October, Ross and I kind of debate over the day we started dating, but it's somewhere around mid-October. I met my current partner, Ross Smith. I met him when I landed. I downloaded Hinge, as you all know, met Ross, and the communication was just fantastic that we just hit it off right from the start and spent a few weeks in the Middle East on that trip in Dubai, went over to Egypt, had a look over there, came back, and decided to, not necessarily look at the other options for starting my yachting business, but just spend a bit more time in Dubai, seeing if indeed Dubai was the best option for me. So I have been spending 8 months there, 4 months in Vancouver for a few years now.
Oh, cool. So that was your plan to spend winter, summer, warm, and summer in Vancouver. That's cool.
Yes, that was my plan. I haven't yet bought a yacht over there yet because I'm still trying to decide if the yachting environment and where I would yacht is something I would love. Vancouver is an absolute incredible place. Like Falls Creek, the people here are amazing. All my friends that are marine engineers or captains, like they're really amazing people. And you spend so much of your time at work that if you don't like the people that are in your boating community, then it makes work a lot less nice. So I'm still trying to decide if I like the boating community in Dubai. And as of next year, I'm actually going to have a look at a few other places to see if it's a bit more of a quicker love with the community. See if I fall in love quicker with another community.
Sweet. What's on your list?
South America. Many places in South America. Australia isn't necessarily on my list. Now there's New Zealand, but I have a partner now, so if I worked in yachting as a captain 24/7, it would take me out of Dubai, and that is something that I would have to discuss with him to see what he wants to do. Ross is a content production manager. Sorry, that's my role when I'm on land. Ross is a project manager for a liquor company, for a liquor installation company. He's excelling in that, so we'll have to see how I can actually fold him into the business. It hasn't something we've discussed yet, but that would absolutely be the option. Having him come in to do the admin and marketing, that would be a dream, if that's something he wants to do, and then I can focus on the captaining.
And he would like that? That's really cool. You guys would work together.
But yes, I have not approached that. When he listens to this podcast, he'll be oh, that's what you have in plan for me.
Are you not scared that it's gonna be hard to work with him 24/7?
No, I want to be with him 24/7. It might be hard for him, though. I'm obsessed with him. I mean, he loves me. He's obsessed with me, but I'm like super obsessed with him. He's so interesting. He's so funny and interesting and so cute and so different from me. So God put him on earth for me to play with.
You're so cool. What challenges did you face when you started your yachting business?
Here in Vancouver, Canada. My biggest challenges were I have over 250, probably well over 300 hours now, experience on the ocean. And I would have to say my biggest challenges would be learning my own boats. It's not the experience of being on the water. It's not the experience of hosting people. It is understanding the idiosyncrasies of the Orianna, which is a Cooper Prowler gas engine, dual engine, and then also the idiosyncrasies of my single engine trawler, Mystic Voyager. Both have had different issues and have really, really taught me patience with repairs, because there's always, every year, there's a little something that goes wrong that I have to fix, and you have to take it in stride. You have to take a deep breath and just know that something's going to go, and it's actually a heck of a lot simpler than you think. You think that, for example, take an anchor, like a windlass. A windlass is what puts the anchor down. This year, I was in the middle of a charter and the windlass was stuck in the up position. So I had put the anchor out, thank goodness, but then it got stuck where it was coming up. And I was like, oh shoot, I need to have the anchor down. So I put the anchor lock on, so it stayed down. And I was like, okay, so what it was this solenoid, which is like this, if I make it really, really simple, it's like this magnet inside this metal encasing. And they were stuck together. Sometimes you can hit it with a hammer and they jump apart, but they were stuck together, meaning it was stuck on, meaning it was stuck coming up. So I actually had to unscrew, it's just 4 cables, it's super easy. Unscrew 4 cables, take the new one, because, you know, everything goes in pairs in a boat. If there's 2 of something, the other one and one goes, the other is going to go very quickly. So you always keep that on hand. Swapped it out. It took 10 minutes. My guests were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm not pulling up my anchor by hand. And I'm not putting it out by hand when we re-anchor so I can take you to shore later. So I swapped out the solenoid. It took 10 minutes. But yeah, those little things you just kind of have to take in stride and be like, it happens, because you don't know when something is just going to go, and you have to be able to be safe with your guests and be able to swap things out.
Makes sense. Yeah, no, totally. What challenges did you face when you moved to Dubai?
Whoa. I would say, and I feel like everyone is going to be like, people should know why, because everybody knows my biggest challenge in Dubai. Okay, let's all say together. Building a community. I've lived in Australia. I've lived in Italy. It's easy. It's easy. I mean, imagine if I lived in Britain, America, it would be easy to get that community. But Dubai is very, very transient. So the first question you ask people when you meet them is, how long are you staying? Like, how much of an investment, in other words, how much of a time investment am I going to make into you? Like, are you going to leave and never come back? Because I need people that are here. The other question is, where do you live? It's, people don't like moving out of their cocoon. And I do understand, because there's a sky train, a metro, that goes from one end of the shore to the other. It goes from quite far into, like, almost into Sharjah, and then down into Expo. And this Dubai, the newest areas of Dubai are all built along the coast. So this is great. They are building a few other metros, but they're started, not near completion yet. They stay a couple of years. So that's the second question. You have a lot of nationality, which is incredible. You have Pakistani, you have Arab, you have Indian, and it's beautiful. I get exposure to this in Canada, but it's another level. I love Pakistani food. I love Indian food. The food there is incredible. The culture, you get these incredible communities. I don't know if you spend much time with Indians. They can dance. They can dance, and I love that. It's wonderful. So the exposure to that community is really wonderful, but finding my people has been a little bit more challenging. Spending 8 months there, 4 or 5 months here, finding people that are non-transient, that are in a close community, that have shared interests. I'm very, very outdoorsy, very, very sporty. And it's slow but sure. I have a good small community right now, and I'm looking forward to really building that. And I'd like to build it a little faster, but slow but steady.
Yeah, that is my typical problem as well. I mean, like building community when you move a lot, are a digital nomad. That's hard anywhere, I would say.
I haven't lived in Italy for years. When I was there, the language when I first started living there, the language was the only thing that was isolating to me. I found a lot of actually Germans. There's a lot of German nannies, and I got to know nannies, and that's where I built my community. Ross and I actually to Portugal, and well, I said Italy or and he's Portugal, and I'm like, I want to do Italy 100%, but when you have a partner, you kind it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, I'm fine in building business, but it's like when you find your person, you and it's good. It ends up working out. You got to think about what they want and move forward together, and it always ends up going better than if you're on your own anyhow.
Yeah, I usually use Facebook groups to meet new people, and it's been working pretty well in different places. There are a lot of people who want to meet people who are in the same shoes, I guess.
There is a couple Facebook groups that I'm involved in, and they have groups of women talking about their experience in Dubai. Actually, one of them is Dubai Chicas. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Some of the things that women post on there, you think, is it true? There's no way. Like, it's really entertaining. I don't want to say too much about it, but if you go on it and you look at some of the things people are posting, some of the romantic situations they get themselves into that they're posting about is very entertaining. But there's also like genuine community there. There's actually a few I'm failing to remember the name of it, but there is this group that I'm going to be joining when I get back, and it's about really like ambitious, successful, strong women that are looking to find a community of other women to build with. And so I'm going to be joining that when I get back. There is a branch in Dubai and there is a branch in England, in London. It is failing me, but I'll come back to it if I can remember the name of it. So those are really important. I also joined a book club, and that has been really enjoyable. I've never read books cover to cover. I get with all the ambition in the world, and then my is like Garfield or an Archie comic, not even Archie. Garfield. Garfield is like my attention span because then I'm like, I have to fix something on the boat or squirrel. I gotta go play basketball. Like so, but the club it's been nice. It's been nice, and it's something that we do as a community, a remote community, and then they have events a few times a month, which is really good. I think the other thing that's important is joining a gym. So an activity. Like I do play basketball and beach tennis, but I genuinely feel like when I joined an outside gym, not just going to the gym in your condo building, there's such a crazy mix of people that they're not really your people. They're so all over the place. They don't really match your energy or your vibe. But finding a gym that matches your energy and vibe is important. And the final last thing is there's this empowerment community that I just started going to in the last few months. And they are such good freaking energy. I've met a number of people that are they're keepers. They know who they are when they listen to this and be like.
And then we had some technical difficulties. The phone overheated, had to be put in the freezer. But super interesting conversation, Orianna. Thank you so much for coming. You are gonna see this part here in the video and hear it in the audio. But yeah, if you ever wanna go on a yacht charter in Vancouver, you should hire Orianna, or maybe in the future in Dubai, or maybe somewhere in South America. Well, thank you very much for listening. Bye.